They're going to certainly be wanting to do it, right? They haven't yet picked up a series win. They've picked up a couple of games win, as I said earlier on in the series. But now it's really feels a little bit like do or die because their next opponent, who will be, I believe, J Team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
They seem, or they already bet Halpigs in their last series 2-0. So they are just, you know, in terms of results, the better team.
Yeah.
So if you aren't able to pick up the win against Halpigs, it's going to be very difficult for you to do so up against J Team.
Yeah.
So really looking for it here. They are looking for that invade. Kazma, again, possibly committing crimes by starting on the top side against an Udyr. We'll see if Relia looks to punish it. I mean, at least for now, Renier looks like he's going to be trying to punish it as well, as Relia will once again absolutely...
Yeah. So their coaches should have been watching last game and seen that the Vi started on her red buff. And it looks like they do have wards set up and Renier over here. So they're not going to allow the same shenanigans.
Okay, that ward's important. So they do know that this red buff will be taken from Renier.
Yeah,
shouldn't be too bad. It just means that Vi will be starting and cross-mapping on the bot side.
Yeah, I don't love this. This is just perfectly fine for the Vi to get a cross-map. She is very weak early game, so Udyr can usually just do this by himself. Not take the buff, but stop Vi from starting on the side of the map. And then Zin could clear his own red and meet Vi at her red once she's cleared her own bot side. And that's how we saw PSG get massive advantages with the Udyr yesterday. But this is just going to end up being an even jungle clear, which, you know, already is the Udyr kind of failing.
Ooh. No, he should have spotted out.
Yeah.
Well, ping's coming down, though. Maybe not paying attention. Xingbai, he's going to have to flash early on in this lane. And we were talking about Nuli being vulnerable to ganks. Well, now Xingbai certainly is also going to be much the same. Renier, they didn't know. It's going to see that those are gone. Halpig's bot lane are already up here, obviously having pressure and priority, being that they do have this Tristana, means that red buff will be picked up. Now, you found an advantage mid lane. You're going to have to try and convert on that because Kazma, at least for the time being, has found himself an identical match to Renier, which is not ideal when you're the team with the Udyr.
Renier has done a full lap of the map back to the crowd.
He certainly has.
I think they might be able to dive ICU. Udyr very good at diving.
Oh, definitely now.
Yeah. ICU has to get out of here, and it might just be too late. He won't get level 3 off this Renier. Oh, he does. Yeah, that should be a dead ICU then.
Oh, not using that Pathmaker. ICU is going to be taken out.
Okay. All right, getting something done with the Udyr in the early game. That's a good look, and also burning Xingbai's flash. Nuli is a bit chunked, but he's up a teleport. So he'll be perfectly fine in the mid lane. Meanwhile, bot lane doing pretty well for themselves on West Point's side, too. So Kazma's here.
Yeah, well, looking to engage. Just advance comes out onto Chai. He's going to flash away, but that explosive charge is well and truly on Chai. He finds the stun, he finds the headbutt, but Arding's going to be able to slam down that Bramble slam and picks himself up the kill in the bot side. So an answer was found from Halpigs, and now Ching9, well, he didn't go down. He's not going to be able to do anything with this wave in its current position.
Yeah, Tristana not really able to hold a freeze for very long.
No.
But for now, he's going to be denied quite a bit of CS. Cha ends up using his flash and gets Kazma's flash as well. So that does take some pressure away off his teammates, that Vi is not going to be flashing into any ganks. So yeah, Cheng will be able to pick up a big wave here and even up the bot CS.
Oh, this is a disaster wave state for Halpigs, but Ching9 is going to have to recall.
Yeah, I don't think they can freeze. Maybe he can leave Ali down here to hold the wave and get a recall. But while you're doing that, often the Maokai is going to run to mid lane and or top lane and torture your teammates, so you don't really want to be leaving the support in the bot lane.
Vault Breaker going to be used. Slowed up though. Renier.
No flash on either of these Hellpigs members.
Yeah, West Point, they're looking for this. Nice knock up. Arding with the Bramble Smash, trying to find something. Kazma no flash. He's going to be taken out, but Prage has now arrived, and he's going to be able to find himself one kill in return. So a kill there for Nuli on the way, but a kill returned on that Tristana. Once again, Prage finding himself some early impact.
Yeah, you're probably okay with that if you're West Point. Not too bad. There wasn't much for your ally to be doing on the map at the time, and meanwhile Cheng was just farming up. Gets a wave in and gets a recall for himself.
Ooh.
So Sha not heading back to bot lane. Probably going to be diving top. There's no vision on this side of the map here to protect ICU at all.
Yeah, and Renier is certainly headed up there. Maybe he's going to just try and do these Void Grubs instead, as Kazma's going to start up on this Dragon.
Yeah.
A lot better than last game in terms of this macro and allowing themselves to actually get one of these early Dragons and not just bleed every objective.
Yeah, they decide to not go for the play bot. It does leave your Smolder vulnerable if you go for it, but Kazma is very low level on this Vi. And no flashes, so maybe Cheng would have been okay, but they decide Udyr is not really the win con, Smolder is, so they don't want to make him more vulnerable than he needs to be.
Yeah, Raleigh are going to go for the Leandries this game, so
yeah.
Changing it up yet again. Will Raleigh on the Udyr, and even going to find a proxy before returning to base in the near future.
Yeah, up a lot of farm.
Yeah, definitely a better look. I mean, the dive, of course, helps.
So red buff going to be taken away by Renier, and there won't be much that Kazma can answer with if Renier gets back to his side of the map. It's going to be a fast level 6 for this then, as someone's pinging on their way to the red buff. I think that was Renier. So still no flash on Kazma if he goes for this invade. Could find himself in trouble.
Yeah, flash nearly up. Feels a little bit risky, of course. It will be Nuli that gets to be here first. In fact, we might even just see a smite fight. And it's not going to be. It's just... Oh, I don't know who picked it up.
I think it might have been Renier.
I'm not sure.
All the little chickens got split between the two.
Kazma, though, is desperately searching to hit level 6.
Yeah.
Going to be spotted out on that ward that Renier was, or had placed, should I say, early on in the game. Yeah, this Udyr, I mean, it's looking a lot better this game. Still wouldn't compare it to Argus.
Yeah, nah. No one's winning your 3 lanes in the first 3 minutes. Yeah. So Renier is level 6 now. So is Kazma, though. So Kazma's managed to keep up in terms of XP. And he's doing fine. Camp's cleared as well.
ICU actually looking aggressive. This is a squishy Rallier. No ghost popped for ICU. Just going to be that all-out. Rallier still with that ghost, and he's actually going aggressive. He has to be a little bit careful, I think, ICU, if he chooses to turn around on this. Oh, Kazma, you really want to stay here. You really want to stay. Okay, he is going to. Renier's going to find him. Bolt Breaker gets himself a little bit of a shield, but going to have to flash on out, so as soon as it comes back up, it's going to be lost once more.
Yeah, probably a necessary flash from Kazma. Yeah, no hope of really... He was just there to defend. There was no hope in the 2v2, really, not without all-out on the Cassante. Meanwhile, other lanes are relatively even. Shengbai losing his flash and getting chunked out early. He loses his flash and TP early, so he can't really get much done in this lane.
Yeah, but he's still done well. Keeping even, not dying. And you do just have a Xerath against an extremely short-range composition, excluding maybe the play with QW, but...
Yeah.
ICU, I think, will have kill pressure up in this top side, by the way, as soon as that all-out comes back up, because Relia won't have the Ghost.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big exchange, managing to get Relia's Ghost out without using his own. Meanwhile, though, Relia is going to be up a lot of gold.
Sure, now, maybe looking again. Char has Flash. And Xingbai does have his as well. Void Grub seems to be what Kazma's now playing for.
Yeah.
And slow start again.
Yeah, Kraken Slayer completed on the Tryst, and no one from West Point's bot lane on this side of the map means they're probably just giving this up and will maybe try to trade it for the Dragon.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Char is arriving now as Relia and Renier are quickly collapsing down. Remember, 5 is the threshold you're looking for, and with 1 already taken out and a second one started, it seems like 5 Void Grubs will be what is picked up here from West Point.
Yeah. This is going to mean ICU's tower in the top lane is just not going to be around for very long. Already down to 2 plates. Very behind Relia. And I think this is the biggest difference we've seen between Aja and other Udyrs. Other Udyrs use the strength of the champion to get themselves ahead. And yeah, Relia is very, very far ahead, but it's probably just not going to matter. As we, get 2-3 items completed on carries, they will just shred through this Udyr. And eventually Cassante will be able to tank him in the side lane too.
I mean, in the very near future, dare I suggest.
Yeah. With Rookern almost completed. Pretty
much done, that's right. And so, kind of running out of time for this Udyr to have as much effectiveness as we've had all early game. Now, Dragon started up. No teleport available for ICU, but there is certainly one here for Relia as he's teleporting to the back line. And with that, it should just be Dragon being given over. That's okay, 1 for 1 in terms of Dragon score. I don't feel the worst about that.
Yeah, Relia is going to be able to get back up to top and not lose too much for that TP. It's definitely worth committing the TP to make sure you get this Dragon. He's maybe going to lose a plate to Cassante.
Right, do you think we're going to game 3?
Man, it's hard to call.
Come on, that's not a yes or a no.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Got faith in the boys at West Point. I do too, I think. Currently, I mean, the game's looking a whole lot better than last game, and we already saw what Team 9 is actually able to get done despite the state of the game.
Yeah, this game going a lot better in the early game. Probably a lot more familiarity. Hui's not a champ you're going to be super familiar with, but I can't imagine Shenguai's familiar with this Xerath at all. Oh,
Relia, he's looking to take the tower, but Praise jumps on him.
Oh.
Not going to do all that much damage. Of course, he is currently only sitting at that Kraken Slayer. Navori is really where Tristana comes to her own.
Yeah, Relia does have to hang around for a bit while his team rotates to help him out. An interesting lane swap by Hellpigs. Just getting Cassante out of this lane probably saves his tower, so I like the lane swap. And Relia is very squishy to this Tristana with only a Leandri's on him. So they will get Smolder back up here, and Relia can start working on the bot lane tower. Smolder's actually in mid lane. Oh, Shenguai no flash.
Yeah, no flash. Through will come once again. Pretty much everything. And it's going to be Renier who claims that one for himself. Probably wanted it to go over to Cheng, but...
So it looks like Shah probably flashed over the Raptor wall there, got behind him.
Okay, Rift Shield being started. Now you don't have your mid laner, doesn't have teleport on him either.
Yeah, neither does ICU. So it's probably just going to be the Rift Herald going over to West Point.
Hellpig's a little messier. Especially Xingbai in this middle lane, not looking as comfortable as he was on that Aurelion Soul.
Yeah, losing his flash a lot and a very vulnerable champ. The Xerath, especially without his flash, has built a little CS lead at least. Yeah, it looks like, oh, not even over the Raptor pit. He just loops around, flashes onto the Xerath. And with no flash, there's just no hope. Ali can tank this tower all day. Engage mid.
Okay, Prage picking up one onto Char9, flashed on by Renier, and really nice rocket jump to get himself out of harm's way. Renier, though, he's in the middle, does have that ult going, but won't be for long as shutdown will come through, and a fantastic all-out brings Ching9 about as far away from his tower as you can imagine. 3 going down there in a clean fight in favor of Helpix.
Yeah, I'm curious how that one started. I'm guessing just off of the back of a nice Maokai ulti. Cheng goes down, Renier goes down, and did Cha go down as well?
Cha did. He was the first to go down.
Okay. Not having his ulti there probably went down very quickly. As Relia is here, I'm not really sure how much he's going to accomplish, though. There is no one here who can kill him right now. You know, Xerath and Vi not going to do a whole lot of damage to Udyr. So
let's have a look. It should just be the...
Yeah, it looks like Prage overextending, but I guess he's just baiting with his whole team showing up and recognizing that Alistar has no ult. Kuzma just Vi ults the Alistar, which you won't see too often, but was very good there. ICU shows up. Picks off another one. Relia may be in trouble here. He's not a tanky Udyr.
He's not particularly tanky at the moment, but he's also not dying all that quickly as Kazma's now the focus of this fire. On the other side, though, Prage being looked at. It's Renier and Ching9 heading him down. We've got 1 kill on the bottom side. It looks like Prage has flashed away, but it won't be for anything as he is going to be taken out. But now you have 2 members. You have a Smolder and a Xin Zhao in no place that they want to be.
Yeah.
Cease and desist very close to being up for Kazma, and Renier is trying to pull a hula Houdini, and with the empowered recall that comes through because of that Rift Herald take, he is going to get himself out. So 2 for 1 in total, but taking down Prage away from this map feels very, very good.
Yeah, I think it was a shutdown too. Meanwhile, Nully took top tier 1 and is working on top tier 2. I don't think he ever kills it here with Violed up. And yeah, it's just Relia kind of caught. Very squishy on this Udyr. He's a lot stronger into the Cassante with the Liandry's, but fighting anyone else, he just kind of dies. Prage just got 2 people on him. His team's nowhere near him. And yeah, Cheng's able to pick up a shutdown for himself. And we didn't get a chance to see his stats on the Smolder.
No, we haven't yet. He was very far behind at this point last game. It would be interesting to see where he's sitting.
Yeah.
This one didn't pick up a double kill like he did in the prior game. But
yeah, lane didn't seem as bad this time, though.
Yeah.
Helpig's on the dragon. Relia might just be
Relia's on the flank, but he is kind of no man's land. He does pop the ghost and will be able to get away, but that's a massive and important cooldown for an Udyr.
Yeah, you can't Vi-ult him there, right? Because he can reactivate his E to go immune to crowd control.
Yeah. Now Nature's Glass coming out. Nice Q coming through from Xingbai as it finds 3. Ultimate coming out of Char. It's going to be the cease and desist coming out, but so much follow-up, so much CC. Nully gets 1, Nully will get 2, and Nully trying to snipe down a 3rd as ICU and Xingbai is so low. Flash is going to have to be used there to get this Xerath out to safety, but an overzealous Vi-ult leads to the absolute demise there on the side of Helpix.
Yeah, last fight I gave him credit for Vi-ulting knowing the Alistar ult was on cooldown. This time he just Vi-ults and ulted Alistar. Very questionable from Kuzma, and he goes down immediately along with Arding. And it's going to be Dragon over to West Point. And that could have been a lot worse for Helpix. A lot of their members got away on low HP.
Yeah, but once again losing Flash on this Xerath. Xerath also just not using ult. I mean, obviously landed a nice 3-man queue. Maybe could have backed off and just fired from afar, not get low, maybe commit a little bit more.
Yeah.
Your Vi was always going down as soon as she Vi-ulted the ulted Alistar.
Yeah, and there's no hope of really following up on that. You know, Tristana's not going to want to do it. Xerath can't do it.
Nully once again, Zhonya's second.
Yeah. Incredibly suspicious. I don't like the Zhonya's build. Especially when you just have 2 carries and a bunch of tanks. You kind of need to be building damage on both your carries just so that you can kind of help the other one if they are just prioritized by the enemy team. When they've got stuff like Maokai, Flash W, and Vile, you want to be able to punish the enemy team if they use too much on your teammate.
Yeah, for sure.
Right now, he's not going to be doing all that much damage. He is 3-0 at least. So he's accelerating into these items, but actually very low on CS. So maybe not all that accelerated.
Now, fast Baron for the side of West Point is true, especially
with those
smaller.
boundaries,
181 stacks is not too impressive, but it's
not
better.
too terrible either. You know, you're not nothing to write home about, but you're not, you know, devastated or anything. Especially with like all their tier 1s up.
Yeah.
2 dragons to their name. He's definitely gonna get there on the Smolder this game.
And a much more difficult task for Hellpigs to get this one across the line, but a better look, of course, for West Point. So
yeah, and just the game state in general, right? Your Smolder, you're ahead now, waiting for your Smolder stacks versus way behind. You know, kind of praying it can turn around the game.
For sure. Ching9, will he have his second item in that Spear of Shojin? You have to feel like probably. Yeah, there it is. And not quite the Navori, which is, again, really where this Tristana starts to find value.
Yeah.
You need to be able to get those constant resets, not only of your rocket jump, but of every ability. And Navori is really the only item that offers you such a possibility. -1.
So, actually ahead on items, Shanghai. Actually,
and better
too
items.
Badly. Yeah, it looks like he was struggling a lot more. You know, his score doesn't suggest he was struggling all that much on the Xerath, but he's been under a lot of pressure this game.
Yeah, I think his score would be a lot better if he hadn't have struggled, is kind of the important thing.
Yeah.
Is that he probably is a lot stronger on the Xerath, and Nuli a lot weaker on the Xerath if he wasn't being forced to flash away so constantly, being found in the mid lane from a nice roam from Char.
Yeah, he's very strong right now.
Navori is completed now for Prage. And just in the nick of time, as in 1.5 minutes, it will be this dragon. And again, third dragon, you're not going to want to give it. They gave the last one in the last game, but they don't have such a cushion of a gold lead to fall back on, to rely on.
Yeah, I don't think Cheng is going to get there with his stacks. I just missed how many he's on.
216. Yeah, he can.
Yeah,
1 minute. There's another few. He's 217 now.
Yeah. Assuming he can safely farm this wave. Should be able to get it during the fight.
Yeah, he will have the stacks for sure. He is 221, 222. Only needs 3. Talking about a fight, Relia just sprinting at Kazma and locking him down for a wee while. Voltbreaker eventually gets him out to safety, and he has time to recall and still attend any potential dragon fight.
Yeah.
Teleport available for Nuli, who's in the top lane, and ICU the same.
Yeah, nice chunk onto Kazma. They will still probably be able to contest this dragon, but because Kazma's chunks, they can't really set up vision right now. So they're going to be walking into the dragon blind.
Yeah.
And there should be the evolve. Yeah.
Now, you know, going on a limb or like really reaching here, at least you do have the Maokai as well as the Horizon Focus, which gives a lot of vision.
Yeah.
So you do have ways to gain vision. And now that we are rejoining all together, Nuli's still in the top lane. Probably going to get himself a nice little 700 gold tower there if he really chooses to.
Yeah, I think it's a very low tower as well.
It is. So he'll be able to get that. Is he going to join this fight? Or is he perhaps going to turn around and even maybe look towards this Baron? Renier pathing, clicking towards Dragon suggests that the Dragon will be the focus. So Nuli is taking tower. He's looking at a second one here. Someone's going to have to answer it eventually. All West Point need to do is try and deny some backs, and you might even have an inhib on your hand, although maybe we're going to have to just force out this teleport as ICU's found his way onto Rally. All out comes out, but he was CC immune. He's no longer CC immune, and he is absolutely annihilated. It's going to be Prage who picks up that kill, but in the meantime, it is going to be Nuli up on that top side, picking up both the inhib tower and the outer tower. But yeah, ICU still in that all-out mode. It does go unstoppable. Gets hit up with that whale, but he's not going to miss on the Q3 from Cassante. They're still trying to find more. Prage trying to jump in and look for Chai. He gets hit back and he's into Cheng, but they are going to be able to find the kill up onto Nuli, but Renier flashing forward secures that shutdown. Double kill now, but Kazma flashing on in will be able to get down and get the kill onto the Smolder. Renye now, he's in the middle of 3. Xingbai, no mana, not really able to help out, but he does throw over a stun. Not going to need it. It's going to be Kazma who cleans up the end of that team fight, and ultimately, all things said and done, it's 4 and a trade for 2. 1 or 2 towers given over to West Point and a dragon for Hellpigs.
Yeah, Nully does eventually go down, but he buys so much time kiting 2 members of Hellpigs, Kazma and ICU, that his team are able to pick up some kills, and it looks like maybe the fight is going to go West Point's way in the 4v5, but I mean essentially a 3v5 with both their solo laners just caught out and dead so early. Xingbai, you know, another fight where he's under a lot of pressure from all these carries. Cheng just doesn't get the Q off, which probably would have killed Xingbai. And nice flash here from Kazma to shut down the Smolder who was getting out of hand.
Teleport now coming through as ICU looking for Relia once again, but there's no way to slow him down. He's just going to sprint on out. Those Cinders going to help even more with that objective, and it's a teleport lost. ICU. Yeah,
ambitious go on the Udyr. Always really hard to pick him off in the side lane. So West Point lose the dragon, lose that fight by a couple kills, and lose a dragon. Could have really just been the dragon. I think they got a little overzealous as they're going to hit the Baron now.
They are. Arden's going to be able to find this out even without wards because Makai. Now, everyone is coming up here. Once again, though, there's no teleport for ICU, and Rally is going to exploit that by heading towards this bot side. It's up to Hellpigs now to try find the angle for the fight. They have the Nature's Grasp, which can force it, but in the meantime, it's just Rally down to 5 Void Grubs, and he's an Udyr. He's going to get through this tower in plenty of time.
Yeah. West Point just deciding to split push this game.
Yeah, well, I mean, they see the teleport be used, and like, well, just walk down here now.
Yeah, Renye seems like he can tank this Baron forever with the help of some shields out of Nuli on the way.
Okay, teleport being used now. It's 4v5.
Yeah, ICU, no ghost, no TP. He's never making it to this fight.
Yeah, now what are Hellpigs going to do? They're in a disastrous situation. We do see ICU walking up here, but in the meanwhile, Rally has found his way onto Kazma. Kazma's in the pit. Kazma gets the Baron. He might be going down, but he's done an absolute savior for his team. Baron to Hellpigs for just the life of Kazma.
Yeah, I was wondering what Hellpigs would do in the 4v5. So, Aurelia actually interrupts.
Arcane Barrage is sniped off Char.
Yeah, picked off Cha as well.
As you were saying, sorry, sir.
So, Relia is over the wall. He stuns Kazma in the middle of his Q, but I'm not sure who it was, but someone was standing right next to that side of the pit, and Kazma's able to ult over the wall onto them. He doesn't have flash, so someone gives him an ult over the wall, and he just smites it. Yeah, and somehow you kind of felt like it was coming.
What? I didn't. I thought they had that pretty well played. I think their macro around it was fantastic. Maybe a micro issue letting Kazma into the pit, and we'll see here.
Yeah, I think so. Cha,
he got rooted up to be fair.
So what Cha was trying to do is just headbutt him.
Yeah,
just headbutt him. And Ali is so good at keeping junglers out of the pit. Unfortunately. Oh, and he's just caught recalling here. Nice snipe. Yeah. Advantage of that Horizon focus, just having vision once you land that first spell.
Yeah, I mean, I did see the ult over the wall. I didn't see that the cause of it was Char looking for a headbutt to deny any chance and then getting Nature's Grasp. It was kind of a combination of things going about as perfectly wrong as they could.
Yeah.
And so really unfortunate. West Point, though, they still are strong. They're even in gold, even in these dragons, and they still have side lane pressure with those Void Grubs.
Yeah.
But now that this dragon is spawning, Hellpigs are first to react to it, and it's going to be just Prage and Kazma simply taking that one down, as ICU will also claim himself that bot lane tower.
Yeah, and West Point have to be careful here not to lose their bot tier 2.
Yeah, Prage in the area. He will one dig this tower if he so chooses.
Yeah, Kazma and Arding in really good position to stop the rotation.
This is gone.
And collapse, yeah.
That's 2 towers. It's a lot of gold. And it's a Baron you're up against. 0 for the Arcane Mirage. I'm trying to look at health bars. It's Ching9 being looked at. He had to flash away.
Wow.
Oh, but Char's found a way here onto Xingbai, and Renye's in the area. This might be a very dead 0. Flash is available. isn't going to use it just yet. Uses it to come to his jungler, but it's not going to matter. Shutdown comes through. Renier picks it up, and now the follow-on. Nature's Grass is coming through, and I don't even know what's going on. There's two burly men against two burly men, all in the corner of a Raptor pit, but eventually it is the hit part that gets Kazma away. Prage coming to answer. In the meanwhile, by the way, Relia is just trying to end the game. Recall has to come through for ICU. Prage going to flash away from Mom, and now it's Ching, who has since come back from his recall, finding the execute. And a fantastically well-played game here from West Point, aside from the Baron, and they are firmly in control of the macro, but recalls coming through from Prage means that Relia might not be so safe. The Q3 does connect, and Prage gets himself a shutdown.
Action in all three lanes as Relia is top lane taking an inhib. There's a fight in the mid lane onto Shengbai, and while this is happening, Prage on Tristana is taking an inhib. Shengbai sniper.
Dare him to miss.
Yeah. Does get caught off. Really nice play from West Point here onto Shengbai, as it looked like he had gotten away, but flash to follow up and a nice snipe with the W.
Yeah, I think he needs to flash earlier before the stun.
Yeah.
But look at this.
Yeah.
Somehow Xin Zhao ends on the other side.
Yeah. And then Cha goes down so quickly to Prage, who is so strong on this Tristana. And then Renier somehow lives here. I thought he was dead too. Prage has to flash away to not die to the dragon ulti. Very loud scream.
Did it scream?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you didn't notice. Yeah. It's a bit quiet.
Yeah, can we get the sound up on that ultimate, please?
So same build for Cheng on the Smolder. I kind of want to see some magic resist on him this game.
Yeah, well, we saw what Xerath can do to him.
Or at the very least, some lifesteal. Just
We'll
so that,
see.
you know, one Vera spell, one Xerath spell isn't just ending a
Praise has
team
a lot
fight.
of oh, yeah, it went from BF Sword to Bloodthirster.
Yeah.
All right, I mean, this game is truly a 50-50 at this point.
Yeah, I have no idea who's going to win.
I wish I had a coin. I'd actually get a coin out and do a toss, and we'll just do heads and tails, and whoever you call wins.
Yeah, I did predict West Point taking us to 3, though.
That is true. ICU going to have to answer. Although Xingbai trying to, but by God, he cannot. All out coming through. Are they going to be able to find Relia? Ult coming through, arcane missiles. It's very hard to land when Relia is so fast, but ICU able to slow him down and take him on out. It is going to be a kill found. You do lose a critical cooldown in both the Ghost and the Teleport here from ICU, but one member short for the next 45 seconds will be West Point.
Yeah, nothing really happening on the map at the very least. We'll see if Hellpigs can get a shove. I doubt it, just because of how much wave clear the Smolder has, unless he gets caught here.
They will get a top lane tower. Oh no, he's recalling.
Maybe it dies
Xingbai
to the
has
wave.
TP, and Ching is awfully far up. We see where Kazma is, of course. Teleport coming through now for Nuli. Has that Zhonya, so he's not the one that's at risk. It is the Smolder who has everything here to do.
Yeah, Cosmo with such a good flank. You have to be worried about Cheng here.
Let's
No
have a
flash
look.
on him either.
Yeah, I don't think we're looking for it. We're going to turn towards this Baron. 8 seconds until Rally is up, and he does have his teleport available, so we'll be able to join whatever is decided to happen.
Okay, Baron started up for Hellpigs.
Teleport coming through. Kazma's still on a flank.
Yeah.
This is just happening because they want to turn. And ICU, he's in a position. Kazma is in also a position. Ching 9, he's hanging well back. They realize that things are not so clear at the moment. And
He's on
ICU, in regular Cassante form, is annihilating this Alistair. Going to have to force out that ultimate as Kazma does come in. They haven't found their way onto Ching, but that is the flap that's going to be used. ICU now finding his way onto the front line. Pathbreaker going to be used, but not going forward with it as they turn their attention once again towards this Baron.
Yeah, a little bit of poke being found by Nuli in this fight. Renier engaged on.
Kazma, keep an eye on what he can find. Arding's already at 1 HP. He's got nothing left. He doesn't even have the Nature's Grasp, but through comes his Arcane Barrage. It's finding so much. He's going to flash away. The last one will not connect. The last one will connect. Prage jumping on forward. He's in the face of Relia. Can he do the damage? Yes, he can. Triple kill found for Prage as Hellpigs will get us across the line. There are minions flooding into
Yeah.
the bot lane of West Point. All it's going to take is heading down there and getting it done. It's going to take 35 minutes. It was not a clean game, but West Point, they will go down. They won't find their first series win. Hellpigs are going to do it.
Yeah, the inhib comes up, but I think Hellpigs should still be able to end this game. The Zerath is going to do a lot of damage to these towers. Alistair is up, but Renye not up for another 10 seconds.
And Char is going to be taking a lot of damage. Does try to find this headbutt, pops the ultimate, but he can just be ignored. No damage will be coming through. Ching is up in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Has ult. It's going to come through. You can hear it. I can tell you that for sure. Execute 1. Execute 2. Oh my god, the game is not over. ICU's trying to get the auto attacks off. It is so low, but it's not to be. The game will continue.
Kuzma in a rush to try to pick up this dragon and get them soul at the very least. Will they run to Baron or to the soul? They should probably be running to this dragon first just to deny it.
I don't think
they might just be
trying to end. That's a bit ambitious.
Yeah, I don't think they have time to do this, and a lot of members up on the side of Hellpigs.
What is happening? Why is Tristana in the Baron pit? Oh my god. She was looking for an end, perhaps. 4 members, West Point charging down mid. It is the Dragon Soul. 20 seconds on many of the members, but it's going to be Arding who's RPS in Nature's Grasp. This game will not be ended. I'll be very surprised. There's only one Nexus tower. Arding, he spawned. Through comes Kuzma. One-shotted is Rallier. Prage is doing the damage. Arding's doing the peeling. Nully's trying to hit the Nexus, but by God, you guys do not have the damage. It was a valiant effort. Now, all that's left to do, teleport into the base. I thought this game was continuing. I thought we were going to do the dragon. We were not. Renye's going to try look for the end, but he's not going to be able to race. ICU alone in the base here of West Point is going to get them across the line.
What an ending. What an ending.